Lecture 2. Setting up your project and exploring the editing workspace. Now that you have successfully opened Premiere Pro and created a new project, it's time to get everything set up properly. Before we begin editing, it's important to understand where things are and how they work inside the interface. You can think of this lecture like unpacking your tools. Before building something, you need to know where your hammer is before you starting swinging. Objectives of the lecture. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to understanding the home screen, understanding what a sequence is and how it affects your video. Identify and describe the 4 main panels in Premiere Pro. Ensure your system meets the minimum requirements. Premiere Pro works best with at least 16 GB of RAM and a dedicated graphics card. Understanding the home screen. The home screen is where all projects begin. You will see a few main options. New projects. This is where you will start a new video. Open project. Use this to continue working on something you have already started. Recent projects. These appear as thumbnail below, showing your most recent files. You will also notice some menu options like Learn More and Home, but you won't need to touch those right now. Let's focus on clicking New Project. The New Project button. Clicking New Project opens a setup window with a few key fields. Project name. Here you will type the name of your project. Keep it short and clear, such as Interview Edit. Location. This is where your project will be saved. It's important to choose a folder you will remember. Click Browse. Click on Choose Location. And then either select or create a new folder. This will make life easier when you need to find your project files later. Here you can see. You will also see some advanced tabs, but you will leave those alone for now. As a beginner, you don't need to touch anything else. Just name the project and set the location. Once you are done, click Create. This opens the full Premiere Pro interface, which we will explore in the next lecture. What is a sequence? As soon as the workspace loads, you will eventually create or work inside a sequence, which is where your video gets built. A sequence is like your editing stage. It holds all your clips, music, text, and effects in one timeline. You can create one manually by going to File, then click on New and Sequence, like 1920 by 1080, 29.97 frames per second, which works well for most projects. And selecting a preset like 1080 pixel 30 fps, which works well for most projects. Alternatively, you can drag a clip into the timeline. Here you can see. And Premiere Pro will automatically match the sequence settings to your video file. What do these settings control? They define how your video will look and play, including factors such as screen size, resolution, and speed, frame rate. Exploring the 4 key panels. Your screen is now divided into 4 main sections. Each one plays a different role in editing. Project panel, bottom left. This is where all your media files reside, videos, audios, images, and so on. You can create folders called bins to recognize them. Here you can see, click on New Bin and rename. Press Enter. Think of this as your project storage closet. Source monitor, top left. Here you can see, when you double click a clip, it opens here. This is where your preview and trim your clips before moving them to the timeline. Timeline panel, bottom right. Here you can see, this is your creative workspace. It's where you arrange your clips, cut scenes, add music, and build your video from start to finish. Program monitor, top right. Here you can see, this shows you what your final video looks like so far. As you make changes in the timeline, this is where you will watch them play out.